Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Janis Viklis. I'm the founder of 𝗘𝗂𝗿 and CEO of the company 𝗘𝗂𝗿. We are IT development company. Since 2008, we've been developing and hosting file sharing and storing systems for companies and individual users all around the world. We also provide such services as server rental, software deployment, and backup file storage. Our most popular product must be 𝗘𝗂𝗿 internet platform for file sharing and storing. Our foreign brand is called 𝗘𝗂𝗿, which is also the name of our company. At the end of 2000, there wasn't anything like Microsoft OneDrive or Dropbox. There were no means of sharing large files and extensive amount of photos. There were such services as Mega Upload or Rapid Share, which were not user-friendly and were quite costly. But the need to share large files and store backup copies was definitely topical not only for us but also other users. We came up with an idea to create a simple and convenient data sharing and storing solution online. With my colleague Didzis from Jāņasāta, we started developing a web system on our free time. We decided to focus on file sharing because we had daily need for file sharing, and we understood that internet is based on three pillars: email, files, and websites. These three things are also in the focus of our company development nowadays. We invested our personal time and resources in the development of 𝗘𝗂𝗿. We managed to get the first users, and our service gradually became more popular. It has to be noted that in the IT industry back then, startups were not trendy. Almost nobody had a detailed business plan for the upcoming 3 years regarding each individual business idea and each piece of software system. Usually the systems were developed out of the sake of necessity or on basis of our own enthusiasm. Also, risk capital funds were not available. We decided to create the service and look how things evolve. Are users interested? What they use, how they use it, how much work needs to be invested, what other functionalities are needed, and what services would be interesting for companies and individuals, and for what they would be willing to pay, and what server capacity would be necessary. One of the keys to our success definitely was our extensive experience in development of IT products. It helped us face technical challenges bravely. The technical challenges were definitely about to expect, especially at the beginning of our activities, because we wanted to provide our service free of charge. One of the factors for success of a company is to start a business in a field that you like and which is professionally known to you. It will help you invest your knowledge and skills efficiently and save time and resources. We needed such a basis as system modulation, software development, server operations, and other important issues related to IT development. At the same time, a company needs to consider the ways of making profit as soon as possible. And when the final version of your product is ready, you need to decide who will be willing to pay for it. There are two types of products: nice-to-have products and must-have products. It pays to work only on must-have products. Nice-to-have product is something a user likes to use. It is beneficial and useful for something, but actually, as soon as a user has to pay for the product, the user tends to switch to something else. Therefore, it is worth to work only on must-have products. These are vital, essential products that solve important and painful business problems. How to identify that? It is quite easy. Before starting the actual development of a product, interview a couple of neutral, objective users Would you be willing to pay, let's say, €5 a month for storing backup copies of your files on the internet? As to the development of our company, at the very beginning we were working full-time as IT specialists. We invested a lot of our private resources. The service was free of charge. We didn't have significant income from advertising. We couldn't actually sell advertisements. We couldn't spend time in attracting advertisers. Therefore, we didn't have a plan for a global conquest. We understood that if we want to attract 10,000 users, we definitely need to invest a lot in server capacity, and we don't have means for funding yet. Back then, I was looking at the business angels as a means of financing. I even suggested Latban for one of my friends who wanted to start entrepreneurship. But I didn't have time enough to go to Latban and start negotiating with them. I understood that it might be quite lengthy. I didn't have the time back then. But fast forward to 2013. Naturally, I had to change my terms and conditions of employment. I decided to focus full-term on the development of 𝗙𝗿𝗿 and promote the company not only in Latvia but also abroad. It has to be noted that you cannot work part-time when you want to develop a product or a company efficiently. It is very difficult, if not impossible, to develop 2, 3 or 4 companies at the same time, especially if you are a business manager. Any investor or business partner will confirm that. When you want to attract financing by business angels, the first thing they will evaluate is your team and your commitment to spend full time in business development. You also need to have profit enough so that it covers your daily costs. Therefore, I decided to change my terms of employment, leave the regular job, so that I could spend at least 22 days per month on the development of 𝗙𝗿𝗿 with expert vision in my mind. I was also looking for means of attracting financing for salaries and development of infrastructure. In 2014, I was looking for financing opportunities for 2 companies, 𝗙𝗿𝗿 and Uppost, and I met Mr. 𝗘𝘂𝗿𝗿, who is the head of Latvian Business Angel Network. In 2014 and 15, he helped me a lot, not only in financial terms, but also as a mentor. He asks the right questions about our vision and future growth potential. We had an ambition to sell our service to small and medium-sized companies all around the world. I was considering several means of payment. One of them was risk capital based on European financing and seed capital financing. Other was business angels or private investors, and the third was US risk funds from Silicon Valley. I didn't even consider bank loan because IT startups are high-risk customers from the perspective of banks, and banks always request a warranty or collateral. I was talking with many people regarding US, and I understood that we are too inexperienced for the US market. If you want to conquer US market, you need to be present, you need to be living there, because every potential partner and investor will want to learn you on personal terms and see how you behave on long term. The procedure of money attracting, the legal formalities, all the clarifications are quite lengthy. It might last up to half a year at least, and the costs could be around €50,000, including traveling costs and accommodation as well as legal costs. But during my US trip, I met my potential Latvian partner. He is a private investor, business angel. When I returned in Latvia, we had extensive negotiations at the end of 2014, beginning of 2015. We looked at our performance indicators and in the end concluded investment agreement. Private investor became a shareholder of a company and invested 300,000 euros for product development, server equipment and marketing. You need to understand that each of the investors will want to see a detailed plan on how money will be spent. Money should be spent only on business and product development in particular agreed positions. We also drafted a cost and income plan for the upcoming 5 years, so with detailed information about such positions as salaries, phone bills, whatnot. It really helped us to consider our business activities, our growth potential, and particular growth position in all the aspects, as the number of users per each service, the number of new users, remaining users, the capacity of servers necessary, etc. Attracting of private investors helped us not only to get more funding, but also to become more considerate with our business decisions. In a developing and growing company, you always have to choose from different roads. For innovative companies, you never know where each of the roads will lead to. You do something new all the time and follow the feedback of your customers. A precondition of a successful company is a strong management team with 2 or 3 people. They should have strong skills and knowledge and different characters. Juris Biznieks has said that an ideal management team would involve a manager, technical specialist and salesperson. At the beginning, these 2 or 3 people should cover all the tasks, duties and responsibilities of a company, and this is also what investors expect from them. Only the core management team can do everything most efficiently. If there's only one founder of a company and he is not a good salesperson, he needs to find an effective salesperson as soon as possible. As to the product, here are some ideas. Product is not the same as a company. Developing a product or a prototype is not the same as developing a business, but simply a part of it. In order for a business to be successful, three things are necessary: product, sales, and customer service. If you have a product and nobody knows about it and it simply stays on a shelf, it will not give any benefit to the world. The product will not develop itself or market itself. Therefore, sales and marketing is necessary. You need to inform the customer about your product. But also customer service is vital. When the product has been sold, somebody needs to maintain the product and follow up on that. Without customer service, a company cannot operate efficiently. When product, sales and customer service are successful, then you can also expect success in long term. And that requires a lot of investment. I wish you all the best success in business development. Happy New Year. Use 𝗘𝗂𝗿𝗶 and please do not forget to back up your files. Thank you.